Especially after the first couple of drives, and the receivers and tight ends did their part. Running backs had a heck of a game. And once we got those opportunities, I took advantage of it. I picked my spots, and that's when those opportunities came, and Will did a good job of capitalizing too.
Did you know going in after practice that Tim was going to call the flea flicker? And walk us through that play.
Yeah, that's something that we want the exact look. And really when I called the play, Duke looked at me and was like, hey, if we got pressure, I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to pitch it back. So that's why he kind of carried the ball a little bit longer than what he's supposed to. And when he kept it, I just called him. I was like, hey, Duke. I was yelling his name. And he just turned around and threw it back to me. And I grabbed it, and I seen Will naked. So I got it to Will, and that's how it really happened. So he was really keeping it because that was the plan. If pressure, keep it. But I called his name, and he trusted me and pitched it back, and I just grabbed it and launched it.
Aaron Wilson.
Deshaun, when you have speed outside like Brandon Cooks and Will Fuller, how much does that make your job easier when you have guys that can create separation that easy, especially when they're down at corners, you said?
Yeah, just give them a chance. Throw it out there. And for those two guys, they're more of a, let them go run and get it. So, same thing. That's why that deep ball with Will, I just let it ride, put it in the back of the end zone and let them go make a play. And same with Cookie too. But both of those guys are special. And I love playing with both of those guys. And of course, our other two, Kenny and Cobb, they're down right now. But, Kiki, Stevie, they stepped up and made plays. Duke made plays. So all the guys, man, I'm thankful to have those guys, especially, on this team and what's been going on. But it's been fun, man. And we're just having fun and just trying to, win games.
Just along those lines, to now be 4-3 under Romeo Crennel's leadership, what is it about RAC that seems to get kind of a different energy with the guys and just the way you guys have performed?
Hey, just letting us play ball, letting the coaches, do what they do, let them call the plays and not interfere with that, and just let us, go out there and just try to make plays as much as we can. And that's the point of the game. Of course, we want to, make sure we're being conservative in some certain spots, but at the same time, hey, we got to go out there and put up points and let our guys, let the talent, take over. So that's what they've been doing.
Aaron Reese.
Hey, Deshaun, I know athletes like to say that their team is as good as their record, but when you think about how well you guys have passed the ball this season and also the slate of opponents you had to face early on, do you think like this team is, if not better than 4-7, maybe one of the better 4-7 teams?
Definitely. I mean, most definitely. We feel that way. And I know a lot of teams that prep for us, feel that way too. They got to respect us. They got to respect both sides of special teams, and that's what we're going to do. Like I said before, you're going to get our best shot. We're going to play 60 minutes. We're going to try and do whatever we can, to win the game. We're going to scratch, claw, whatever it takes. So, we don't even look at the record. We go into each game with 0-0 mindset and, go out there and just give it our all. And at the end of the game, that's when we look at the score.
Mark Berman.
If you guys can get on
Go ahead, Aaron.
If you get on a run here in the second half of the season, if you could get on a run here in the second half of the season, what would that sort of positive momentum mean for this team moving into next year?
I mean, all momentum is good momentum, and especially for what's been going on, with this organization, this team. A lot of the momentum is good momentum, and that's what we've been fighting for and looking forward towards. So, just 1 week at a time, and we're just taking it, one day at a time, and trying to stack things together, and then we'll see what happens once that time get there.
Mark Berman.
Deshaun, you had a near perfect quarterback rating. How do you look at this game you've had a bunch of good games, but what did you think about what you did today and where that stacks up from what you've done in the past?
It was definitely good, but I missed 2 touchdowns to 8. I think I missed another 2 or 3 throws. I want that one early, the Kiki critique. It was just a hair. I think he got his hands on it. But yeah, I mean, it was a good game, but it's a complete package. Like I say all the time, I think Tim Kelly, I think AJ McCarron, TJ Yates, Josh McCown, all those guys, man, and everyone around me just doing their job and let me go out there and just, be that surgeon. And, I just really appreciate everyone, and I couldn't do it without, the whole team for sure. But it's definitely one of my favorites, especially being on Thanksgiving and national TV. It was fun to do.
It's like when you were watching J.J. Watt get to pick 6.
No, that was dope. It brought me back to the old days. So he's not getting old, as we look at it. So, he's still got some athletic ability. And I knew sooner or later, especially after last week game, he was going to get one of them. So it was good.
Just a couple more. Christy Regan.
Deshaun, how much pride do you take in how well the team is playing right now and being able to win 2 in a row for the first time this year and 3 of 4 after how tough y'all the start of the season was?
It's huge. It's big, and we just got to keep that momentum, this energy going, and we got to make sure that we remember these moments and these times after a win, because it feels really, really good. So we don't want to feel that losing atmosphere in that locker room. We want to keep being positive, keep going out there, and keep sacking them, and just take it one day at a time. Get everyone healthy this long weekend, and keep pushing forward.
Terrence.
Hey, sorry about that. Hey, Deshaun, I just want to ask you, what type of difference in energy are you sensing from the team right now? I mean, is it different from early, or is it still the same, but you guys just getting a more positive result?
Yeah, it's different energy. It's guys, just being free, guys having fun, guys focus on their job and controlling what they can control, and that's the biggest thing. And if we can just continue to focus on that, we've been winning, so the winning energy is definitely different than those loser energy. And, we're taking care of the details, and we're putting games away when we needed to. So that's the big thing.
Last question for Brandon Scott.
Hey, Deshaun, there was some media attention earlier before the game about the donation and the things that you and Nike did for Yates High School. Could you speak on why that was important? I know, and I went to Yates High School myself. I know for a lot of people that went to the school, it's real cool to see what you're doing there. Can you talk about why it was important for you to do that?
Yeah, it was something that me and Nike wanted to do together. It was big for the community, especially that area, and of course for George Floyd. And that was a perfect opportunity for us to be able to donate not just jerseys, but the community and put food and housing and all those things back in that community. And I'm not really from Houston. I've been here for 4 years and try to get it out as much as I can, but it's very similar to how I was raised and what I grew up in. So I can relate to what those families and those high school kids was going through, especially after the time what happened this offseason, with the George Floyd case. So it was perfect, and it fit well with my